Hey, welcome back. How was work? Yeah, your face says it all. No offense. Want to talk about it? No? Alright, I won't pressure you if you don't feel like talking about it then. Just know I'm here if you ever do need to chat about it. Hmm? Me? Oh, I'm just reading a book before you came in. I just picked it up. Mistborn: The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. Once a hero rose to save the world, he failed. Ever since, the world has been a wasteland of ash and miscontrolled by the immortal emperor known as the Lord Ruler. But hope survives. A new uprising is forming, one built around the ultimate caper, the cunning of the brilliant criminal mastermind, the determination of the unlikely heroine, the street urchin who must learn to master the power of the Mistborn. Sounds pretty good, right? I'll lend it to you once I'm done, okay? All right, clearly something's on your mind. You're staring at me like I'm gonna burst into flames at any moment. Come, sit. Now then, go ahead. What's on your mind, human? Ask me something. Oh, God. Is it bad? It's bad, isn't it? Am I in trouble? I did warn you a few weeks ago about the molting of the dragon's girl's tail, and you didn't believe me. No? Oh, okay, so what did you want to ask me then? My claws? What about them? Well, taking care of them is no easy matter, that's for sure. Do you want to use the scientific breakdown of the type of industrial dog-sized nail clippers I use, or the exact grit of sandpaper brick I use? Wait, you're serious? What's this all about? Hmm? Oh my, how, how did this happen? It looked like your fingers went through a meat grinder. Well, no, duh. Look at the digits. Your nails are like serrated butter knives right now. That's it. I'm getting a human-sized clipping kit. You stay right here. Don't move. Okay, so I got some tools of the trade, so to speak. Don't worry, I'm totally not a professional. That said, human fingers are definitely different from dragon fingers. I feel like the tools and techniques will be similar. We got some human sized nail clippers, a cuticle clipper, a human sized nail file, and a nice buffer block. And a bit of hand cream. So, let's get started. I got here a small glass bowl with warm water in it. I find after a hot bath or a shower that my claws are much softer and more easily manipulated, so leave them in there for a few minutes. Oh, don't be so modest. We all need help from time to time, and this is something I can help you with. I'd be more than happy to do it for you. So just sit there and accept my help. Got it? Good. Now, take your hand out and we'll dry them off with the towel I brought with me. It's extra soft and shouldn't dry your hands out too much. It's industrial grade absorbent. All right, now that your hands are properly warmed up, let's get clipping. When clipping, you want to do so nice and slowly. We don't want to go too short because it can be just as damaging. Slowly follow along the curve of the nail around the finger, like so. Mm. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. You know, nail biting and pulling a hangnails can be a sign of imbalance. Most humans I find do this as a way of distract themselves, whether from boredom, anxiety, stress. All I'm saying is that biting your nails isn't actually good for you. Unlike fangs like mine, human teeth are softer and more susceptible to chipping and shortening of your teeth. It can lead to misalignment or the constant pressure, not to mention the abnormal movement of your jaw. Of practically gnawing off your nails can cause a headache and jaw pain. Human mouths aren't designed for ripping and gnawing of the things like us dragons are. My ancestors used to pick their teeth with animal bones, for example. Not to mention the unsanitary. Do you know how many things, let alone what kind of things I've touched? Just no thanks. Great. Next up, we'll use this cuticle cutter thing to trim around the area where your dead skin is. We want to cut these little flesh fibers off so you're less likely to bite and pull them off and cause uneven skin to grow around the area. We don't want to go too deep to cause more damage. Just take off what wants to come off. Anyway, like I was saying, a simple 10-minute self-care routine like what you're doing here can go a long way. You don't have to spend hours and hundreds of dollars at a puffed up business. If you do, then good on ya. But small things like this can help improve small areas of your life. Like making your bed first thing in the morning. Is it going to change the entire day and make it positive? No, probably not. But when you get home and want to crawl in, it's way easier and your room looks tidier than it did the day before. You leave my treasure trove alone. I know exactly where everything is, all right? And done. Well, with the clipping parts. At least the hard stuff is over for the most part. Here, feel them for yourself. Pretty smooth, am I right? Yeah, that one was a bit rough. May have cut a bit too short. I did say I wasn't a professional, though. All right, give me your hands again. We aren't quite done. Next, we need to file off the rough edges. I know if I don't file down my claws properly, I get really awkward. Rough edges at the end slicing up my delicate silks. Luckily, human nails aren't as sharp, but you could end up snagging part of your clothing. When you start doing this, start with the rougher side here. Here, try hold it perpendicular to your nail and gently rub it across. Like this. Yes, just like that. Then you're ready. Use a lighter side and gently rub over it nice and slowly so that you don't end up having other rough edges. It can feel a bit weird the first few times you do it, but you'll get the hang of it and be a pro at it in no time flat. All right, your turn. Yes, I'm serious. I want to make sure you're paying attention so that if I'm out or something, you'll be able to do this. That's it. A little less pressure though. You want to glide across your nail, not try to make your nail disintegrate into a powdered mess. All right, with that nail file, you see how you got that little hook at the end there? That's for getting under the nail and removing all the little dirty pieces you couldn't reach or get when we cut them. Just hook underneath and gently rub the underside. Careful not to push too deep so you cause pain, but just enough you're actually cleaning them. Yeah, there you go. See? Don't they look way better than they did when you came home? Okay, so the next thing is the buffer block. Just hold in your index finger and thumb and give the top of your nail a little polish. This should help remove any remaining dead skin, and there's also a polish themselves. All right, home stretch. Here, I got some of my high-end moisturizing cream, so don't go using it all. Maybe I'll get you a tube for your birthday or something. Anyway, gently squeeze a bit of the top of your fingertips. Gently rub them together to get both fingers nice and lubricated, and then softly rub them into the nail. Yep, like that. Then whatever's left over, just rub it to your skin. Give your hands some moisture and should help your overall hand health. Dragons are notorious for having dry and dirty hands. Counting coins all day, picking through treasure, polishing everything to be shiny. Please, our hands are atrocious. Human technology had gone a long way since the Dark Ages. I got a little extra from the demonstration. Here, give me your hands. There's no point in only moisturizing your fingertips if you won't moisturize the rest of your hands. This fancy stuff is for your nails, but your hands are attached to those fingers, so you should show them some love too. Human hands are so small and delicate. You should really cherish them while you can. Hands can also hold a lot of stress and tension. Feel that? The tension in the meaty part near your palm? Yeah, that's all the tension and stress. Your hands are how you interact with the world. Half the time, though, I find you humans staring at your glass tablets that can cause additional tension, so we need to loosen those grippers up. Which means if your hands are tight, that means your forearms are tight. You humans classify them as tennis and golfer elbow, which is strange. Humans have only one elbow. I wonder, do some humans have multiple elbows? What sort of evolutionary advantage does one get from an extra elbow? A metaphor. That makes a lot more sense when you explain it like that. But yes, back to the multiple elbows. You can flex your hand against the wall or your leg or something and place your hand and fingers flat against the surface and rub. Gotta do it pretty firm, like this. I know. But if you don't do this, then you aren't really working on better yourself, right? Humans believe that everything takes forever this day and age. Always rushing around and forgetting to smell the roses, or rub their forearms and cut their nails in this case. This took what? 10 minutes? 15 tops? Do this maybe once or twice a week, and your digits should be dulled right up. The hand and forearm massages are optional, but you'll definitely see an overall improvement if you do the massages as well. And please, stop picking at your nails, and fingers. Gotta find a way to channel that into something else. Maybe try an elastic around your wrist and you can fidget with, or one of those fidget cube spinner things. And we gotta work on reducing your stress. I think that's a big contributor. You know, you can talk to me, day and night. Okay, maybe not while I'm sleeping, because that might be a bit weird. But for real, I'm here, and I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. You don't have to go through this alone, and you don't have to feel like you're burdening me.